if we're looking good against the Hawks, then we want to rest him and give him that 1 to 2 weeks that he's gonna need.
I'm thinking
he can be back.
I'm thinking
need. Nice.
Oh man.
Oh, that was so good.
Embiid more like a need.
Oh!
My grandma called 911 twice.
Intentionally?
Yeah. Well, not intentionally, unintentionally.
Extensionally.
I said intentionally, and he said yeah. Well, no, not intentionally. Unintentionally.
I mean, it's the same thing. Just change a couple letters.
It's the same thing, except it's the exact opposite.
Somebody call
man.
911.
Look at this, guys. So,
Yo, look at our insane
Why don't we have any
stats.
views?
Last year, that was 2012. Last year, we had our highest downloaded episode was episode 28 with 498 downloads.
Can we hear it? Can we hear part of it?
This year, our highest download count.
1,241.
Wow.
Episode 101 and 100 as well, but episode 101 blew
Look at how well we're
up.
doing. Look at the past 3 episodes.
Yeah, the past 3 episodes are our highest downloads ever. All
And we
3
just
of
had
them.
our most viewed video on YouTube, and it's still
Yeah.
growing very slowly. But it was
on its way to 800, I believe.
And we have more people
last I
in
checked,
the
it was
United States now.
737.
Yeah, we also have
It's up to
5
7. It got
Oh.
40 views today.
Yeah, well, because the Sixers closed out the series. You
I know, yeah.
So yeah, last 3 episodes have been killing it. Last video killed it. Great work, everybody
I killed
listening.
it with a knife, brutally.
Okay, well, all right.
Were we recording this?
Yeah, it's been rolling.
Oh, it's been rolling.
It's been rolling.
I wasn't
like
ready.
the
I'm just
Rolling
gonna-
Stones.
I was just gonna start it wherever. I did want to
wasn't
mention
prepared.
how well
The
those
Rolling
last
Stones
episodes
are
have
doing.
done. Thank you, everybody, for listening to all of them.
Thank you
What
to the
are
Rolling Stones, who are my inspiration.
In what way?
They roll stones.
Roll Tide, baby!
Why do you have that? He did this last week. He just shot the camera. Now you got to see if it angled or not, because last time it went like that.
Speaking of Alabama, Coach K retired.
What? Parker's 2 for 2 today.
That's a surprise.
Oh,
I'll probably-
I wore a tutu in elementary school.
And there it is. I mean, that's true. True story.
True story.
That did happen. It was.
I
peak
never
day.
wore number 22.
You know who
Or a
did wear
tutu.
number 22? J.G. Graybill Plumbing. They're
No.
a small family operating company dedicated.
I've lost control.
I feel like we should restart this whole episode.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this is gonna get kept. Probably none of it.
Probably none of it. It's
None
too
of it's
off
a
the
country in
rails.
Canada.
Yeah, none of this is Qatar. Speaking of guitar, I play the guitar.
But I actually play the guitar.
So therefore,
We are Vietnam.
Beethoven. Oh. You can see the difference in me and Luke's brain. I went Beethoven, Luke went
Might
Vietnam.
exploded.
Alright, I feel like we should start with, this is episode 103.
How about that intro? Welcome to episode 103. Cue the intro.
Alright. Well, I wasn't planning on talking about this to lead off the episode, but the opportunity presented itself. So I want to do as deep of a dive as possible.
A deep dive.
On this. Yeah, as much of a breakdown as we can get out of this scenario. So Parker.
Might as well go skydiving.
Parker. Yeah, that's what we're about to do. Parker comes down to the studio/basement,
Yeah.
and he says to Luke, who works at Chick-fil-A.
I do. If you haven't found out yet.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
We still have to do a day in the life of a Chick-fil-A employee.
We do have to do that.
That's gonna be a good
It's not
video.
that interesting.
Are
of a
you
day.
allowed to vlog while you're in there?
Probably not.
Yeah, that
You
might
could
be a
do
little
it
difficult.
secretly.
Just wear a GoPro and see if anyone questions it.
No, be like one of our teachers in middle school,
Mr.
Wogman.
Oh! The
Body
body
cam!
cam! The body cam!
Yeah,
Do
body
that!
cam.
Just stick your camera in your pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, stick your camera in your pocket.
It would still-
Do your
I don't
shirt
know.
stuff.
We don't have pockets.
Super subtle.
Also, you're not allowed to have your phone, right?
Exactly.
You can borrow my phone case. It's black. You have a black jersey when you work, right?
No, it's a red shirt.
It's a red shirt.
You've been to Chick-fil-A so many times, and you don't know that they wear red shirts?
Use your phone. It blends in. So.
Yeah, they definitely won't see the camera part peeking out.
I can do it to it's a button down, obviously. I can do it so that it peers through the buttons.
Yes.
And the circle of the camera looks like another button.
Yes, take away a button.
Put it
where the buttons are white.
Paint them black.
Paint the camera.
But then I'd look different than everyone else.
Just paint the camera white.
Or the head.
I don't think it works like that, Parker.
No. You want to try that on your phone first to see if it works?
Yeah, sure.
And paint it white.
But Luke has 2 cameras. He can paint one of the cameras white and the other one black.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
You have more cameras to lose than he does.
Fair enough.
He only has 1. Where are we going with this? Anyway, Parker walked down here, told Luke, who's a Chick-fil-A employee, that the Chick-fil-A that he works at is closed for, what'd you call it? Not uncommon.
Indefinitely.
No, you said it was closed for like
unforeseen.
Yeah, unforeseen reasons. Mm-hmm. And Luke had not heard of this. And Parker... Luke, how would you describe Parker's tendency to...
What do you mean?
Say stuff like this that is not true?
My thought was that he was either pulling our leg or...
Don't actually grab my knee. That was weird.
Or maybe there was a Chick-fil-A that was closed, but it was in, Florida or something like that. I don't know.
Either way, we thought he was messing with us because... He's always messing with us.
No.
Constantly.
No.
There was we had no reason in any way to believe Parker and what he was saying.
I am believable.
No.
Just look at my face. I'm so believable.
That's Parker, because of his tendency to do this, there have been times like when we played our one-on-one game, basketball, me and Luke. Luke got a body armor. Why was that so funny? The mic just slipped down and landed on Luke's phone.
Recreation radio. I was watching it slow.
Face. Oh my god.
Go down.
Please cut back onto his face when that happened. Oh my god.
Oh, that was funny.
Holy moly.
I didn't think a microphone falling could ever be so hilarious, but okay.
The way that microphone fell.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh man, the way his face looked.
Alright, go on.
What is happening? We can't even get through this. So, Parker, when Luke and I were playing one-on-one basketball, Luke got a body armor and then offered me one, which was totally genuine and nice.
Sure.
But Parker was standing behind him, with this maniacal laugh and smile.
Maniacal, that's a good word.
And it made me so scared. I was like, I don't want the body armor because Parker is just acting like there's something weird.
It's a talent
with it. And that type of tendency
makes us America's Got Talent.
Not believe him. Yes.
No.
Yes, you should go on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, I should. Did you know the season premiere was a couple days ago?
I did actually know that. Yeah. I did know that. He's not lying. I did know that.
See? On NBC.
I did not know that, but Luke did, so we're good. This case, Luke, the Chick-fil-A employee, did not know we thought Parker was messing with us because he always is, and he very confidently said, I will call my mom. And that's the clip that I'm going to put here, or I've already put wherever I decide to throw it in.
Hey, what's up?
Did you get out of the intersection okay?
I did, yeah.
That's weird.
It was kind of crazy. It must have just happened because, the intersections were nuts, and now police officers are, at the intersections directing traffic, so.
Yeah, that is weird.
So what happened?
I don't know what happened.
So the Chick-fil-A just said it was closed?
Yeah, so, I went on the app to order.
Mm-hmm.
And it's temporary closed, unforeseen issues, and then I was kind of near it, and I was I was gonna go there and order. So I was right near it, and then nobody was in the drive-thru, and people were cars are filled up in the parking lot. I wonder if people had placed their order but then couldn't get it, and I have no idea. But there was nobody in the drive-thru, and it looked closed. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah. I didn't see an accident anywhere around. Sometimes. Because somebody hits a telephone pole or a power line or something, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
No messages. We have no messages of this.
All right, thanks, Mom.
Were you just checking on me?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get it tomorrow if I can find time to get down there.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Last day of school.
Get some too.
Yeah, for the last day.
Yeah, last day of school and then you're a senior.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy, Parker.
We should do a last day of school thing.
See you, Ma.
I'm so busy on the last day of
love
school.
you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
That's crazy.
He's so proud of himself.
See, I told you.
You see his face when she said I'm closed for unforeseen
The
reasons.
fact that no
He
one
was-
believed Parker is literally the boy who cried wolf sitting in front of us. But
Yeah.
no, that's crazy.
You were actually... Wow.
I
How
told
did
you.
you know before Luke?
That they usually would send out a message saying.
I knew 20 minutes ago.
Wow.
They
How do
usually
you
send
feel,
out.
Luke?
I
Betrayal?
feel like my manager does not know how to communicate very well.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Well,
it's not my manager.
hopefully they don't watch this. That is
Usually,
the clip of Parker actually being correct and being
Usually Chick-fil-A
validated by
is
someone else.
it's pretty good at communicating when things happen or when something goes on, and usually they'll there's this big messaging system that reaches out to all the employees at Chick-fil-A, and usually they're good about saying something like, "Hey, there's some difficulties right now.
Hey, we're closed.
And we're closed. We'll be open in a little bit, but we're closed." And so I just didn't believe him because I hadn't gotten any messages. So I thought, well, why would I believe him?
Exactly. And speaking of something that I don't believe that air exists. Part
And
2.
I think
Yeah!
Wasn't this already a discussion?
I'm just kidding.
Is air real? And then I'm pretty sure Luke refuted it immediately by saying air is real. And that was the end of the conversation because there's really nothing else you can discuss about it. So,
Part 2 is
Luke-
done. Yeah.
Luke is back after missing the last 2 weeks. The whole gang is back together. And last week, Parker and I introed a new segment called Sports Superlatives.
It was a very fun segment. I
think
really
we're gonna
liked
do
it.
again. It was.
I
it was
loved
fun.
it. I just got to trash baseball because
You
I
did.
really don't like baseball. I know that might offend some people, but it's
I've
not
at
that
least made an effort to try and like basketball.
Okay, it's not that I don't like baseball.
Is it though?
It's just that it's very boring to me and it's slow and I just don't like it. Wait. No,
Well said.
Never mind. I can't go back anymore.
You just walked yourself in a complete circle.
Which is what you do in baseball. It's so pointless.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Although it's more of a diamond shape and less of a circle.
Yeah. And also, your dialogue was not a home run. It was more struck out looking.
Yeah. Backwards
fine.
K.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyway, Parker created his own sub-theme of, making fun of baseball. But I was inspired by this. It's basically a superlative that we randomized, and then Parker would say, this is the most, whatever superlative
like what we
thing
did the other day with
in
the
sports
teams,
right now.
The NFL teams, right?
We did do that one time, similarly.
Yeah.
We said words, and Luke had to describe the NFL team. It's kind of like that, except it's
That was
all of the
fun.
sports. It's similar. And so this, I thought to myself, I thought of one on my own. We're going to start off with this because I think it's just a fun discussion to have. What is the most visually beautiful or satisfying thing in sports? I'll start off.
Visual.
An Aaron Nola curveball
Ooh.
gets the batter to swing and miss is just it's beautiful.
Any curveball at that matter. Any breaking
True.
ball of that
Yes.
matter.
A perfect curveball in the outside corner that the batter whiffs on is just
That is beautiful to see.
so amazing to watch.
Okay.
So that's my lead off.
I have a
get
couple
it.
that I'm thinking of. Do I have to pick one?
No, you can just
Okay.
throw them out there. This is an open discussion. We're not ranking anything. We're
Patrick
just
Mahomes' deep
throwing them
ball.
out there. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Majestic.
So beautiful. So majestic.
Mhm.
When they catch it,
Wow.
Like the Super Bowl, those throws, oh my gosh. Just so visually.
And every
appealing.
replay that you
Yeah.
saw of him on the diving throw
Exactly.
like this.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Replays, slow-mo replays of just absolutely absurd dunks. Just over
Those are
somebody,
beautiful.
posters.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Those are my two, I would say.
I'm thinking of one specific case, but this can almost be generalized a little bit. Pretty sure it was Javi Baez, but the play where he caught the throwdown from the catcher and makes the tag without looking with the point.
His glove literally never moves, and he's just pointing at the catcher the whole time.
And
yeah.
it was
Those are
just
nice.
so beautiful to watch how he didn't like.
He's so
just
smooth.
such a perfect throw, and the play itself was so smooth.
Anything Javi Baez does ever, I'm convinced is
Oh, speaking of
majestic.
smooth, remember Steph Curry when he dribbled in between 4 Clippers? Just like, and they were reaching down at it, but the ball was just like,
not there.
yeah, not there, and then he pulled up and just splashed it. Smooth. Klay Thompson hitting like 10 threes in a row. Damian Lillard, 55 the other night, just going absolutely absurd. Just replays of just like highlights, just swishing like every single
Well,
shot.
actually, yeah, that's a good answer for you. The swishing of a
Ooh,
basketball
swish
net.
is-
That's one of
Just
the
the
more
sound. That's more
also
that's more
sad.
satisfying
Yeah.
than it is. Yeah,
But anyway,
that's a good one.
I like those ones.
I would also say, sticking with me and Luke standing up for baseball against you, just a nice baseball field before a game.
As long as there's no cleat marks.
There's
in
nice,
there.
yeah. Before the game, it's nice. It's all laid out.
so beautiful.
It's a nice sunny afternoon.
The grass is green.
Clean
You've
baseball
got the-
field.
You've got the different mowing marks.
Yes.
Ooh, the checkered marks.
cross,
So
yeah.
beautiful.
The
Brett,
clean white lines
And the clean cut corners.
Oh.
in the
How about this
infield.
one?
Yes.
I'll one up the swish. The net not moving when you shoot.
Oh,
I
I don't like that as much.
Oh, I love it.
Because that's
I
just
think-
confusing for me to watch. I'm
No,
like, wait, did it go
I
in?
actually,
So satisfying.
I'm gonna agree with that one. I like watching the
I
net
prefer
flick
the
better.
whoosh.
I like watching the net flick.
Is that what it-
When the net doesn't move at
That's not
all,
really-
it's
Oh.
just absurd. When it doesn't move, it just drops.
I don't think
through.
that looks as cool.
I think it. I think it's.
I like to see
just
it.
remarkable.
See the net.
Like watching it like flick back and
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. Like when Curry in the last 3-point contest, his last like
See,
two
I thought he
shots.
missed those. I couldn't tell.
Well, I think it's so visual, but I guess I have a better eye or something for
Okay.
basketball.
forth. Well, that would make sense.
Shocking. that is a good one. Luke and I will disagree, but in general, the swishing of a made shot is pretty good. Speaking of basketball, let's jump into this week's headlines. Coach K is going to retire.
And you know they pulled a UNC right here. They went with somebody ingrown from their program.
Like
Ingrown toenail.
Yes.
Ingrown is the worst. Ugh.
I didn't know the word.
Someone that's been ingrown.
No, inbred. Wait.
Whoa, no,
They're
no,
now they're breeding people in?
Stop talking.
What's the
No.
word?
Brought up in?
Yeah, sure.
Raised in?
Homegrown?
Homegrown. There you go.
Interbred.
Oh,
my word.
Parker! You
That's-
are just...
Wow, you're killing it today, Parker.
I'm not
You
trying
are
to.
on fire.
I can't think of the right words.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Anyway, the new guy is from their program.
He's
He was like the
inbred.
assistant.
Yeah, I hope this new guy is good. Because, I mean,
Duke and UNC.
if he's not, someone
they're
might
new-
compare him to an ingrown toenail.
If now think about it, Coach K and UNC's coach, what's his name? Coach
Coach O.
Nope.
Just kidding.
Williams.
Coach Williams. Yeah,
Coach John.
they've been
Coach
compared
Smith,
their entire career.
Coach Bob.
What if these two guys get compared their entire?
Why is every coach's name like such a generic name? There's
I mean,
never,
his
like,
replacement's name is John, so...
It's your stereotypical John.
I get yeah, and it's Jon, not Joh.
That's weird.
So
Like who's
he's more of a
John?
hip.
It's more of
John.
It's more of a Jan.
Han.
Han.
If you're in Spanish.
Oh, Han, yeah.
Solo.
Juan. No, that's
No,
a
there's
U.
no you. Han Solo.
Han Solo. Yeah. Han Shy. Dryer, Shire. Same thing. They're probably cousins. Anyway.
Moving on.
You guys thought the pronunciation of his name was a good way to take this? What about the
How else would you
pronunciation
take
of
it?
John? Not trying to pronounce John in different ways.
Well-
Anything more interesting than that? So, speaking of more interesting things, the 76ers advance
Woo!
in the playoffs. Luke's at least got something Philly.
Woo!
Parker has
Me and Parker just gotta
Basketball
like
shirts.
combine our shirts. Because
Yeah,
basketball and
basketball
Philadelphia.
LA.
and then they create my shirt. If we interbred those shirts, is it gonna keep coming back to this the whole episode?
So
But
the Sixers,
they
they beat
moved
the
on.
Wizards.
They beat the Wizards who are magical.
And we're recording this
Not
not at
normal.
our normal time. We're recording this on a
Normal.
Thursday.
Yeah.
So some of the
way
series-
earlier than normal.
We will already have beaten the Hawks.
Whoa, that is
Just
not
kidding.
true.
No, that's not true.
When do they play the Hawks?
I don't know.
Sunday, I think the series starts. So by the time this comes out, they will have played one game.
And
Yeah.
won.
But
Hopefully.
there's also the other series will probably be wrapping up, so we won't be able we won't
We
know
won't
the
discuss
outcome of
those because there's no point. By the time this comes out, they'll be done. So.
They'll be done. Yeah.
no
So
point in talking
hopefully the Lakers are out of the playoffs.
Wow. Okay, that's biased.
I know. I completely agree with Parker.
Well, I see. The thing is,
Parker has the Suns winning in 6.
I hate.
From our
and if
prediction.
they
I
have,
hate
tonight they
repeat
play.
teams unless it's the Philly teams.
He also had the Clippers in 5.
Okay, we
so.
don't want to talk about that one. Okay, we don't want to talk about that one.
All right.
Just don't mention.
We both also had the Knicks winning.
Just don't mention that.
Just-
Just leave that out.
You know,
Just-
all of our playoff predictions.
Just kidding. We need to be crystal
I had the
clear.
Sixers in 5.
I had the six. You're totally crushing me right now. You
I don't
are.
know about crushing you.
I like.
It's gonna be
chicken
close.
nuggets.
It's gonna
Look,
be
no, you're beating me by one on every series. Like beating me by one on the Bucks, one on the Clippers, one on the
Nuggets, Trailblazers.
one on the Knicks, one on the Jazz.
Mhm.
No,
I'm not beating you by 1 on the Jazz. Anyway,
If the Trailblazers and Suns win,
yeah.
If
Parker
the
and
Nuggets
I
win,
picked
Parker has
who
to buy
would
me
win and how
Chick-fil-A
long it
chicken
would take.
nuggets.
Really?
what happened?
Shake on it?
Wait, what happened?
Shake.
Well, too late.
What is the shake? What is
You
it?
have to
It's
shake and that'll
chicken
tell you.
nuggets.
Wait, I like chicken nuggets.
Luke made a
If
Nuggets.
the Nuggets win,
Luke made a
if
Denver
the
Nuggets.
Nuggets win, you have to buy. Wait, what are we talking? Win? Like the
like
whole
the
not the whole thing.
series.
Oh yeah,
against
the
the
series.
Trailblazers.
If the Nuggets win, have they played the series yet?
What? Luke.
Oh
Have
my
they played
God.
the series yet? Okay, look at this
They're
doc we
winning.
have.
They're winning.
First round predictions. All of these series are in the first round. What series did the Sixers just wrap up?
The Sixers Wizards.
In the
Philadelphia?
what?
Okay.
It's the first series they played in the playoffs. Therefore, it is the first
Or
round.
first round, yeah.
Yes, and these are first round picks. So if the Sixers series happened,
That means the Nuggets series happened.
yes.
So then we can't
It is
shake on
not
if
done
it's
yet.
already-
No, it's not done yet.
What's the
because
score? What's the?
I can't. You have to shake on it before.
No, well now I gotta look up the score.
Oh my word, Luke! This is falling apart really fast.
yeah.
You were
Well,
willing
now
to
I'm
make
not
this
shaking
bet
on it.
before
If
you
Luke
knew.
looks it up, I'm not shaking.
Oh wait, Luke! You're gonna throw away your chance. He won't shake on it if you look it up. Oh, he looked up Nuggets.
Okay, no deal.
Well,
They're up
deal's off.
3-2. That would have been a good deal
Yeah,
for
you
him.
would've
could
been
have
a
done
good
it.
deal.
All they have to do is win one more game.
That would have been a good deal, but I lost out, and that's
And
okay.
I had the Nuggets winning in 6, so looking pretty good for me.
In six
You,
what
you
games?
do realize
Yes.
that Damian Lillard isn't going to let this happen again.
Damian Lillard scored 55
He
and they
only
lost,
dropped
so
55. That's low for Damian Lillard. Just watch. He's going to drop 70 and they're going to win by 2.
you heard it here first, I guess. So,
Very first.
but the Sixers advance. Unfortunately, the Hawks beat the Knicks in 5 games, so the Sixers don't get as much rest as they would have liked. But we'll take it. We won in 5
Will Embiid
games.
be back?
That's the big question. Joel Embiid has a slight lateral meniscus tear, and Luke, as the medical expert of the three of us,
Yep.
what can you tell us about the meniscus?
Well, meniscus. When you're reading a beaker, it's the line.
No.
It's the line that you have to look
No.
at.
Really?
Wow. Who reads beakers?
What
anymore?
about in your knee?
Look at mine.
Oh.
I don't
know.
see how that
I
could
don't
have
know.
been confusing.
I don't know what a meniscus is. I know it's like.
I know
like-
what a meniscus
It's like a
is.
ligament that you can hurt.
A meniscus is
A ligament that you can hurt.
a business. Oh, speaking of business, I have a new business idea. But I'm not going to say it on television because I don't want my deity. It's stolen.
All you have to do is say copyright.
Oh wait, this is a
afterwards.
television. This is phone.
Also,
vision.
it's not live.
WandaVision!
Anyway, where are we going? I gotta keep
I
my
don't
head
know.
straight.
You're the one who took us here. You can't say you took us here and then said, "Where are we going?"
I meant where were we supposed to be going based on the Google Doc.
I want to hear the business idea though.
I can't tell you the business
Just say
idea.
trademark or copyright after the end of it, and then nobody can take it.
No, false.
Good. What? Okay.
It's not fully fleshed out yet.
All right. Joel Embiid hurt his meniscus, and a meniscus injury, even though it's like a slight tear, it's not a full tear. Obviously, he'd be out.
Hello,
Now,
can you talk for a few minutes?
it is.
Yes.
Did you call your dad to ask about
Okay.
meniscuses?
Okay, Dad, quick, you're on the podcast.
Yes.
1 minute, like 30 seconds. Give us a brief breakdown on Joel Embiid's slight meniscus tear
Meniscuses.
or strain or whatever it is. What
Slight
is
tears.
meniscus?
So the meniscus is the cushioning within your knee joint. He has a small tear on the lateral portion of that. It does not require surgery. Usually rehab, in my opinion, 2 to 4 weeks for that type of injury. But since he's a professional athlete, he should be good to go in 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah!
Great analysis.
Thanks, Dad. Bye.
All right, bye.
There you
That
go.
was
That
great.
was
We
a
gotta do that
professional.
more often. That was a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we can just bring him on every time we have a medical term.
Just real quick.
Hey, real quick, Dad.
Just pop in.
Because he is, tell him, isn't he a doctor?
He's a physical therapist.
Physical therapist. So, we have a pro. Anyway.
Yup. So that is what's up with Embiid's meniscus. We don't want to rush him back, but if we get in trouble against the Hawks, they might have to bring him back sooner than they want because if
we're looking good against the Hawks, then we want to rest
Oh,
him
well,
and
yeah,
give
yeah.
him that 1 to 2 weeks that
Yes.
he's gonna need.
I'm
so he
thinking
can be back.
He's
Worst-
gonna
I'm thinking
need. Nice.
Oh man.
Oh, that was so good.
Embiid more like a need.
Oh!
I'm so ashamed of myself. Why did I do that? See the influence they are? It's terrible. Wow.
This is such a good episode. This is great.
Anyway, I was thinking worst case scenario, we say we lose a couple of games against the Hawks. We don't want to rush them back, but they might have to. The Sixers beat the Wizards. Can someone please free Bradley Beal from Washington?
Free Bradley Beal.
Free Bradley Beal.
What is
Free the
Bradley.
BB. Free the BB.
Because, the Wizards,
free BB?
they exceeded expectations this year.
They did.
Based on a lot of people. Nobody
They
thought
started
were
off terrible.
terrible, and then they went on a good run.
Terrible.
Towards the end of the season, made the playoffs. But
That they did.
they're not built to win. They're not even built to win one series in the coming years.
They're not even built. They're just falling.
They're just, instead of being built different, they're just
Different.
falling different. Yeah, they're just different.
They're just different.
They're just different.
They're different.
Oh man.
They shouldn't even play basketball at this point.
They should
Yeah,
play baseball.
Bradley Beal needs to get. Well, the Washington Nationals
might
aren't
as
doing
well
too
ju-
hot either.
No.
So
Join like a cricket team.
Honestly.
There you go.
Curling. They could probably make a good curling team.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook might be a good boxer. Anyway, wait, how did we get there?
I think at the beginning of today, you guys called each other and we're like, every topic we go to, let's just try to throw it off the rails as much as possible.
Why would I have to call him? He's my neighbor.
We
I ride
I
in the
figured-
car with him every morning.
Well, I
That's
figured,
my ringtone.
I figured you
Luke
had one
calls
of
me.
those.
Luke calls me, and like a good neighbor, Luke is there.
I figured you guys had one of those can telephone strings going from each of your windows.
I have a zip line right to his window.
Exactly, like that.
and I have an elevator to Parker's.
It's
Ski
a, it's
lift.
no, it's
Ski lift, yeah.
it's a diagonal elevator. It's more of a shaft.
Or a ski lift.
Yeah, that big.
Yeah, or that. That works too.
Okay, that was my bad. I instigated that off-topicness.
Yes.
Parker, if Bradley Beal is able to get out of Washington, where should he go? What would be the best fit? Other than the Sixers, obviously.
Yeah, obviously Sixers.
Definitely the Hornets.
I really don't know. I'm gonna say some big market team, maybe.
Clippers.
Okay, so I was about to say the Clippers, but here's my reasoning: if the Clippers lose and they get rid of Paul George,
Yeah.
Kawhi, then they might get Bradley Beal. They might just revamp their whole entire team.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Sure.
Great analysis, Luke. Good job.
So yeah, that would come to mind.
I would say if Kawhi doesn't go to the Heat, Bradley Beal might go to the Heat, which would be
True.
terrifying. Or if Damian Lillard refuses to leave Portland, Bradley Beal, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum.
I could
Portland.
see a situation where Dame forces his way out of Portland.
If the
Potentially.
Trailblazers don't add a superstar in the next year or two,
He could do that.
he has to leave.
Because
If
he
he stays and they add somebody,
just him and McCollum.
fine. But yeah, Damian Lillard is too good to stay in Portland with their current team.
Agreed.
Other basketball news, the last headline we have, Danny Ainge is
Ainge.
leaving the Celtics after a great run as a general manager.
Now, who's going to pick him up or is he not going to do GM?
Somebody
Somebody
will. I don't
will.
know. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if he will
Does
keep
he
doing
want
it because
to? Does he want to?
if you leave the Celtics, one of the better situations to
Yeah,
be in
exactly.
the NBA, I don't think you would really want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
So Brad Stevens is moving into the front office, and now the Celtics will have to hire a new head coach. It's kind of surprising because, like I said, the Celtics are a great situation to be in. They've
Very
got
good.
a young star. They've
Jason
got a good
Tatum.
young core around him.
Dropped 50 points like 4 times in the past 2 months. So he's definitely going to be the face of the league in the
He
coming
is
future.
built different.
He is built different.
Not just different, built.
Yeah, the Celtics also have a
He's
lot
a
of
wizard.
intergrown talent,
You're a wizard,
Um,
Harry.
interbred talent, you know.
Yes. I was going to join in on that one just because I wanted Luke's solo right there.
Yeah. Good call, good call.
In Vegas, you could have a show called Luke's Solo and just have it up in shining lights.
And it's just me making goat noises for
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hour-long
Just
shows.
Luke
You
sound
know, you
effects.
could learn how to DJ and then turn your goat voices into like a DJ remix.
Whoa.
That
Turn
would
it
be
into a
cool.
beat just full of Luke sound effects.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. We might
That's
have
what
to
they
do
did. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They revamped Bucky's scream, from like the train when he was fell off the train. They revamped.
that.
his
Sounds
scream,
horrible.
I read about that.
Did he survive?
Are you kidding?
Are we allowed to shove him backwards?
No! It was a joke.
All right.
Of course he died. He fell off a train.
What?
No, all he did was lose his arm.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. Well, that's still
And
kinda
his sanity, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have to get into any of that because I don't understand at all.
What?
But
Yes.
Parker, if you are the new Celtics GM,
Yeah.
whoever they hire,
All right, wait. I gotta get in my mindset.
what are you doing to fix the team? Because they're not bad, but they were for some reason just uncharacteristically awful this year.
They were awful, and now with me taking over at the helm, they will be the greatest team ever. They will.
Can
look
you make them lose
like
to the
Kevin
Sixers
Garnett,
though?
Paul Pierce, but then they will always choke like Kevin Garnett and Paul
Okay,
Pierce.
cool.
All right. So
Pretty
basically,
sure they won
what I
championship.
do, I hire the best of the best in the world, athletic trainers and medical people.
Because they haven't already
No.
done that
The ones-
on professional teams.
Clearly, they haven't. Jaylen Brown got hurt. Anyway, I make sure my staff is impeccable. There's only minor ankle injuries, and nobody's out for more than 3 days.
Who's your head coach?
My head coach is me. I'm also the head
Oh,
coach.
whoa, okay.
GM, head coach.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. Are you player GM head coach as well, or
Oh, I'm everything.
okay, got it. Yep.
So I'm just all Celtic.
Of course. Yeah.
Right, because my dad's birthday is on the March 17th. I'm St. Patrick's.
Of course.
Through and through.
Yep.
It's in my blood.
Mhm.
What we'll do is we'll get Jason
laughing.
Tatum, we'll get
this is
Jaylen
serious.
Brown,
Yeah.
You
and
already
we'll get
have them.
Marcus Smart.
You already have them.
Well, yeah, we already have them, but we'll retain them for a long time.
Yep.
Okay, those are our core 3.
Mhm.
Then we steal either Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero,
Bam on a bio. He's not going anywhere, but okay.
or Drew Holiday.
Also not going anywhere.
We steal any one of those players.
Just
Preferably Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, or Steph Curry.
Wait.
Those are also. We get one of
I
those.
love this plan.
We get one of those players,
Okay.
and we're good. We draft Jared Butler, and we're set. We
You
win.
trade up to get Jared Butler.
No, he will have fallen to us.
Oh, okay.
No, he's projected to go 21, so we might have to trade up a little bit
Okay.
to no, but 21. That's right where they're drafting around.
Around there.
Yeah.
I think
So-
they have to move up. Okay.
So
Alright.
we draft Jared Butler, and we're a dynasty. We're an absolute dynasty. We've got so many young players: Peyton Pritchard, those big men, Robert, right? Robert, Robert, right? We have a Robert.
Just let him go.
No, there is Robert.
Why'd you open up 2 tabs?
Robert
Are you just gonna search Robert?
Celtic.
Robert Williams.
Robert, our big man.
Robert Lee Williams III.
Yep. See, so
What about him?
he's good and he's young.
Okay.
Anyway, so we have that core and we're just riding it out 10 years. We win every single championship except one. Except one.
And that's because the Sixers won it.
And that's because Tom
Yeah.
Brady switched over to
No.
Yes!
Tom Brady switched over.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Ew.
All right.
How are we going to do that?
Hey, whoa! You can't give anything away.
Oh, okay.
We move on to the segment that we introduced last week. Sports superlatives.
That's superlatives.
Luke is here now to participate in this game, so both of you can give answers to the superlative that pops up. The first one we have, what is the crunchiest thing in sports right now?
Beach volleyball. Because the sand is crunchy on your feet.
I would say it's more
Okay.
smooth on your feet rather than crunchy.
I would say it's crunchy if
maybe
you're
when
eating
it's
it.
a windy day and leaves have come across the court and then you're stepping on the leaves.
That's his answer, not yours,
Oh,
Parker.
okay.
So,
Yeah, my
what's
answer.
the crunchiest thing in
The
sports?
crunchiest thing in sports is definitely Dwight Howard's hair.
Great answer.
That thing.
Great answer.
That is. I don't even know. It's super dry, and you could just gnaw on that.
It looked like a bunch of
Looks
French
like a
fries
bunch-
sticking out of his head
No, a
last
bunch
night.
of carrots, bunch of white carrots. Like you know
French
those.
fries.
No, you know there's carrots
Yeah, I know
that are
there's
white.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
Yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah.
And
Like
purple.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
But his hair's not purple, Luke. All right, what is the meanest thing or person in sports right now?
Mean Joe Green.
Great answer.
Mean Joe Green.
Parker's
through and
killing
through.
it so far, Luke. You're gonna have to step it up
Let's give.
here. The meanest thing in
Um,
sports.
Ooh, what's his name? Ronald Acuna some love.
He's pretty mean to pitchers, I would say. Yeah. What's the
He's also not
hottest
a
thing?
good guy.
Joel Embiid!
That is
We
right.
already knew that
Let's
one.
go.
He's been looking.
Joel
He's
Embiid.
been looking real hot on the bench.
He's been looking so hot in his physical therapy.
Everything.
Man, he was wearing all black yesterday. Beautiful.
No, hot.
Hot.
Been looking
Yeah.
hot, really hot this year.
Ooh.
What is the greediest thing in sports right now?
Greed.
LeBron James.
Wow. All right.
I would say. I'm trying to think because there's definitely some real good answers. I just can't think of any right now.
There's a lot of greed in sports.
There is a lot of greed. I would have to say, probably strategic investments. The blackjack team, they didn't give the players a fair cut. It was 10% to 45% for the owners and investors. And, you know, it just wasn't fair. That's why they lost and breaking the casino didn't work. Never count cards, kids.
Yep.
That does have
that's-
to do to sports because it's blackjack.
Blackjack is not a sport. We've been over this.
It
with
is a
poker,
sport.
But, you know, whatever. It's
It
fine.
is a sport.
As long as Parker's not trashing baseball, I won't complain too much about the answer.
Neatest.
What is the neatest thing in sports right now?
Freshly groomed baseball field.
Yes. Neatest thing in sports, Parker.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say, like what we said earlier, a swish. It's pretty neat.
Oh, I was talking about neatest as in like.
Well, it can be
Neat and,
taken
like-
many ways. Yeah, neat and organized, or like neat
Yeah.
and cool
Yeah.
in a way. What is
The
the
Worldliest.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna skip past that, but worldliest came up. I skipped it.
I
'cause
don't
that's- we're
get
not-
that. How does?
What is the rudest thing in sports right now?
Oh, this is easy. Wait, give me 1 sec. I gotta think. This is kind of hard. Oh no, this is easy. Never mind. The British fans. They're very rude. They drink lots of beer, but we love them.
That's Irish, I thought.
No, that's British.
They all drink beer in Europe.
Well, they don't have water over there.
Fair
No
enough.
public water, right?
They don't have water over there? What does that mean?
Isn't it just alcohol? That's it. No.
Okay, we're Googling this. Do they have
Public water.
water over there?
Public water.
Where is
Where is
Earth's
this
water?
water?
Did they find water on the moon? What? Okay, yeah, there is water on the moon. That's actually no, I knew that. There's ice, right? Will the Earth run out of water? I think Parker told us about
It
that.
will by 2030.
Yeah, at the rate we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also found water on Mars. Okay, so they do have water over there. Answer to that is yes. Do they have public water in Europe? Is that what we're...
No, in Great Britain.
Let's see. Moment of truth. Yes. Establishments that sell alcohol are legally obligated to have free tap water available. About a third of tap water in England and Wales comes from underground sources. Northern Ireland and Scotland figure this is 6% and 3% respectively. They come from reservoirs, lakes, and rivers.
Oh.
So, is water free in the UK? I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It
Okay,
is.
you have to have free tap water when you're serving alcohol.
We learned something new today.
You learned something new today.
Ooh, rankings of the best and worst tap water in the UK. Tapwater.com.
Because that definitely applies.
I guess, yeah. What are your rights when it comes to free drinking water?
You don't have any.
The truth about what's really in the UK's water supply.
Rats.
What?
They are. They're everywhere. I heard that there's more rats in the UK than people.
Is tap water... Okay. Is tap water safe to drink in London and the UK? The short answer is yes. Alright,
But the
so...
long answer is
yeah,
no.
then what's the long answer?
I think the
Long-term
answer we've
side
come to
effects
is...
include death, diarrhea, and vomiting.
Technically, the side effect for everything is death because you'll
True.
eventually die.
Side effects
It's
of
just
life
imagine-
include death.
It's just
Side
how
effects
long does it
of
take to...
me touching this is death.
Yeah, eventually, in the long run. If you were to do that long enough, side effect... It wouldn't be an immediate side effect, but
No, not at all.
technically. So the answer is yes, they do have water over there, and yes, they do have free water in public water in Britain. So
What's Luke's answer to the Rudest?
glad we did that. Oh yeah,
Eagles fans.
that's a good answer.
And Philly fans.
Just Philly
Just-
fans in general.
What is the oddest thing in sports right now?
Probably the Odyssey. Wait, no, never mind.
Something odd that happened recently, the Javi Baez play.
Oh,
That was really
I
odd.
got you. I
Very
got
odd.
you. I got you. Luka shooting 40% from the free throw line.
That
in
is
a playoff
odd.
series,
I was shocked to find that out. Parker told me.
while
about it.
averaging like 35 a game.
Yeah. I had no idea he was so bad at shooting free throws. That is odd. Alright, Parker still hasn't crushed baseball. I am
Harshest.
loving this version of the game. What is the harshest thing in sports right now?
Well, I mean, we could go on the same trail as Philly fans, but we will stay away from that.
Bat flips. They're just disrespectful, man.
I like bat flips because it makes it more entertaining.
I would say they're harsh.
No, okay, fine. A good curveball.
Oh, that can be harsh.
Or a good breaking ball.
that
I'll
could
even
be-
broaden it a little more.
That
Harsh.
can be real harsh.
Harsh. Definitely.
Harsh the marsh.
Definitely just the public view on sports as a whole.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair
We
enough.
can be way too harsh on athletes and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's the quietest thing in sports right
Especially an example of that was Naomi Osaka, and
Yeah.
like her press conference when people were getting real mad at her, but she protected her mental health. I respect it. But anyway, there was a lot of people that were very harsh.
now? Yeah.
Golf fans when Phil Mickelson is taking his shot.
They
Golf
are pretty
fans when
quiet.
anybody is
Yeah,
taking a
yeah.
shot, because if you're not
Quietest
quiet,
thing
you'll
is
get thrown out.
Yep.
Quietest-
Especially when Phil
Smart.
Mickelson is making his return to win the PGA.
Yeah, with the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
I agree, quietest.
What is the bluest thing in sports? Which team has the best shade of blue, I guess?
My face.
The
so I
Eagles,
watch
or
baseball.
not the Eagles, the Philly throwbacks.
The Eagles.
Yeah, Philly, their baby blue or the
yeah,
powder blue.
That's
Love the powder
That's
blue.
the bluest thing in sports. You can't top that, Parker.
No, my face when tears are just flowing down it when I'm watching baseball.
And there it is. You knew it was coming. What is the
Liveliest.
liveliest thing in sports? right
Every
now?
baseball
Well,
game.
the opposite.
Just
Yes.
kidding. That is
the opposite
very
of the
untrue.
liveliest thing would be watching baseball.
All right. What is the thickest thing in sports right
Joel Embiid!
Kyle Lowry.
now? Actually, no, it's Kyle Lowry.
It's Kyle Lowry.
He's right.
It's Kyle Lowry.
Saquon's
As much as I
thighs.
want it to be Joel Embiid, he's
It's,
right.
it's Kyle Lowry.
All right, let's do 3 more. What's the narrowest? The exact opposite. What's the narrowest thing in sports right now?
Devontae Smith.
He is pretty
Yeah,
thin.
he is pretty thin.
He's very thin.
That's a good one.
Described his body
Um,
type as narrow.
I would say Kevin Durant or old Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wait, old? You
Like
mean
or young Giannis Antetokounmpo when he hadn't put on any weight.
Past Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, slimmest
Okay,
is the
that's the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Some generator this
The
is.
broadest.
What is the safest thing in sports?
safest thing in sports? Huh.
This is the safest thing in
There's
sports
definitely
right now.
there's definitely like a true correct answer to
The
this.
safest sport or the safest thing in sports?
Safest thing in sports, I would say.
This is a good one.
That's a good question. I kind of want to know what it is. Like, what? Can you look up what the?
You guys
safest
think of it.
sport is?
I'll type it while you guys are thinking
Okay.
of your own.
What's the safest thing?
I have an answer.
I'm just gonna say.
You want me to say my answer before I hit enter
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
The safest thing in sports is a runner on first base who steals second and gets there before the throw. They are safe.
That is very
They
true.
are very safe.
I was just gonna say when you get to a base.
Swimming is the safest sport. It is easy on the joints and can aid in recovery after an injury,
Yeah, that makes
making
sense.
it the safest
Yeah.
sport in America.
Yeah, you never really get injured swimming.
You don't
besides
ever
like-
hear of the
like
crazy
rotator
injuries.
cuff
Yeah.
stuff, but.
The top 5 safest sports from rentaknee.com.
Joel Embiid needs this
Yeah,
site.
Joel Embiid needs this.
Baseball's number 5?
Wow.
It is very safe. That's why
I
it makes
guess-
it
I think
so
it's
boring.
just 'cause
Generally, it's
yeah, like
safe.
it's a non-contact. Usually, when there's an injury in baseball, it's either really serious
Yeah.
or not serious at all.
That's why.
Like I feel like a lot of sports like basketball and football, you can have a week injury or a 5-day injury or something like that, and they happen more often. Whereas I feel like in baseball, you're either just gonna be out for a game or two, or you're gonna be out for months.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's
The
like,
injuries are less frequent, but
Yeah.
when they do happen,
they're more
they're bad.
So I can agree with that.
That makes sense. Whoa, there's a lot on this.
Track
Track
and
and
field
field
makes
is number
Makes
4.
sense.
Golf is
golf.
number 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say golf is a
That's
very
really
golf is
safe,
very
actually.
safe.
Yeah, except one time a stray ball struck a woman's eye, which exploded.
Oh my god! Click the link. I
Jeez.
want to see
No,
it.
no, I don't want to see that.
Let me
no,
see the
I-
picture.
no.
Did they get
Do
it?
not.
Parker,
no.
click the link.
Yes.
Parker,
No.
click the
Yes.
link.
Why are we
Where is it?
doing this? No, I don't want to see a woman's eye explode. No. My computer is being taken against my will. Stop.
I want to see
No.
it. Let's see the video.
This is not. Oh!
Are they
Oh!
gonna show us the eye?
No, they're not going to show us the eye.
Please show us the eye.
It's scary enough with her slowly turning towards the camera with one eye covered in a white eye patch.
Her eye exploded.
Jeez. I did
Oh,
not
wait,
need
here's
to
the
ever
video.
see that. No!
Never mind.
It's just a clip. Stop. Why are we doing this?
Okay. How did we get here?
This is
Dang
the
it.
worst rabbit hole to ever go down.
Lee's eye exploded.
I was just handcuffed as my computer was hijacked.
So aside from the
The paragraph says golf. Golf is a relaxing sport to play until you get a stray ball that could potentially ruin your day.
No.
Seriously, one of the largest threats to golfers worldwide is the constant threat of a stray ball. In fact, a woman's eye exploded. Even though she wasn't playing, it's still something you have to keep a watchful eye for. I see what they
How
did
can
there.
you do that
Golf-
if it explodes?
You gotta
golf,
keep your
golf
eye
is
out.
pretty safe except
Yeah.
for the
Yes.
occasional stray exploding eye.
Yes.
Well, my car
was
almost got hit
terrible.
by a golf ball. It bounced right in front of my car. Did I tell you guys that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to tell you, I
A
guess.
ball almost hit your car.
So when I was driving past Four Seasons after school, one day, it was after basketball, and a golf ball bounced literally right in front of on the road, right in front of my car, jumped over my car and went into
And hit another car.
and went into the grass behind it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No one's eye exploded?
No, nobody
Alright, that's
got
good.
hit. But my car almost got just absolutely destroyed.
Number 2,
I feel like that should be like.
I disagree
higher.
with.
I feel like
No, I agree.
Cheerleading?
Yes,
Because I feel like it seems like people
There's-
who are cheerleaders always have like a leg,
No.
have like a boot on.
But there's
Well,
always
constantly.
there's always one person that does like the flying in the air.
yeah.
But other
That
than
would
that,
be
they're all on
dangerous.
the
No,
ground.
yeah. Other than
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
I feel like the flyer people are
That's really dangerous.
that's dangerous.
That
But
would
other
get
than
hurt a
that,
lot.
I mean,
And the injury rate is just
Yeah.
much lower than
Huh.
football or
well,
basketball.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you just read that from the paragraph. Way to be slick, Parker. So part of cheerleading is dangerous, but yeah, you're right. The people
And
throwing
swimming's
them up,
number-
it's probably not
And
that
swimming's
dangerous.
number one.
Swimming is very, very safe. Except, is there going to be a story? Swimming is safe except for when you drown. Like that. All right, good. I don't see anything about that. Training is important for any sport, but knowing proper swimming techniques is inherently important. No,
Wow.
you don't say. What? Okay.
Whenever I swim, I get a cramp. I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Just swimming in general?
Yeah. I just
Huh.
cramp up.
Strange.
Yeah.
But okay. I say we end there. That was a good one to end on. The safest thing in sports.
Yeah.
Is an
Golf
exploding eye.
is very safe, except for when your eye explodes.
Yeah.
The way they said that, it wasn't even like it hit
said
her
it-
eye and made her
like-
blind. It was like
At least
her
you can
eye
buy another one.
exploded.
We should call your dad again and ask if the physics of someone's eye exploding.
What do we do if your eye explodes?
I think you get one from Rocket. Rocket the Raccoon.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Marvel reference.
Hey, you
Great.
know that one. We just watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I was
Although
forced to
he didn't
watch
see it in
that.
Thor Ragnarok. Or no, it wasn't Thor Ragnarok.
I
It was
Infinity War.
Infinity War. where
Guardians 2?
Did-
Which one?
No, it was Infinity War. I'm pretty sure.
What? When he got the...
When he got the fake eye. When Thor got the fake eye, Raccoon gave Thor the fake eye in Infinity
Oh,
War.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that lady could have used that eye, I guess, from a raccoon.
An eye for an eye makes the whole world see better. Quote Gandhi.
It really wasn't that funny. It was really bad. It was not that
That
funny.
was good. That was a good one.
No.
That was a good one.
No, it wasn't.
I like the quote Gandhi part better.
No, it wasn't good. You know who is good?
Sports super Atlantic lead up.
JG
JG
Graybill.
Graybill. I did it. Luke has to do it this time.
JG Graybill is your family owned and operated. I'm getting a phone call.
It's JG Graybill.
No, it's not. JG Graybill is your family.
What phone number would come up if JG Graybill were to call you?
Oh, if JG Graybill were to call you, you'd see 717-768-3276. And if they don't call you, then you can call them at 717-768-3276.
There you go.
And you can also go to their website, www.jggraybill.com, and check out all their services, which include fixing your toilet, fixing Parker, fixing hydronic heating, or installing it if you want it. They do everything. So make sure you call them and go visit their website. And what do you do when you listen to All Sports all the time and then you call them? What do you do, Parker?
You pay them.
You mention all sports all the time.
There you go. Yeah.
And then you pay them
And then
less.
you pay them. And then you pay
than
them
you
less
would have.
because you'll have saved $25 off your purchase. And with that $25, you can buy. Luke.
Oh, you can buy a can of Spin
I
Drift.
think you could buy more than
You can buy a pack.
You could
Multiple
buy a lot
packs
of
of Spin Drift.
A
Yeah.
can, a pack, mixed up. You'll just have to buy a suitcase.
Anyway, Luke was not here
Ant.
with us last week.
Atlantic.
Ant-Man,
Okay.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Atlantis,
Aquaman.
Okay. Luke was not here with us last week, and we discovered that the Barnstormers season was starting. We're Barnstormers fans. We're going to have Luke talk about the Barnstormers probably as the season goes on. But Luke is the most decorated Barnstormers fan of the three of us. Probably the most decorated Barnstormers fan that we know.
He's
so
almost as
we'll talk about
decorated
that.
as a Christmas tree when Thanksgiving comes around.
I couldn't have said that better myself. We'll talk with him more about the Barnstormers this year. But Luke was not here, and we were doing our Atlantic League predictions because we found out that there is nowhere on the internet that you can find predictions for the 2021 Atlantic League season. So we provided that to you. Parker and I made our predictions, and we made Luke's predictions for him. So Luke, how do you feel about the North and South divisions, the way we set them up, and
Okay.
whatnot?
The North I know a lot more about because
It's the more established teams.
Yeah. And the South, I know nothing about any of these teams. But I agree. I like seeing the Barnstormers doing so well. It makes me happy. I think 110-10 is a little high on the high end.
Really? What do you mean? That's
I
not
think-
high.
I
That's
think
low.
maybe only
Make it
losing-
120.
I think maybe losing 10 games only is very, like, a low amount of
Doable.
games.
Okay.
But, like, I do think they will do well, but to do that well is a little. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, I believe the New York Revolution will do a lot better. I think I'd like to see them in second place. Everything
I
else
believe
can
Parker
stay
and
the
I
same.
both had them in first. So yeah, it was kind of surprising that you put them in last.
Yeah, why'd you put them
I
down
don't know
there?
You put them
what
in
the thought
last.
process was behind that, but I mean,
These are
that's,
your predictions.
That's yours to
Yeah,
know.
made
so.
by Owen Lapp and Parker Wolf.
Well, you didn't do them. We had to do them for you.
Yeah.
We predicted
So-
what we thought you would do.
And then the South is a bunch of new teams. You had
This guy-
some of the new teams really struggling.
Yeah.
So
This guy is a pickle.
they can't see who you're.
Oh yeah, the Lexington Legends mascot dude is holding 2 pickles across
Luke
it.
likes the Lexington Legends mascot.
No,
we
no, no.
trashed it.
Really?
And
No,
Luke was
I
like,
said-
you know what? I
No,
love
on the car ride home.
Legends.
No, you gotta hear. On the car ride home, I'm like, yep, I'm all for the Lexington Legends. And then Owen goes, yeah, look up their mascot. I look it up. I'm like, never mind. It's a lumberjack holding 2 pickles across his back.
It's weird.
It's really weird.
It's weird.
So
Luke
just
said it was
literally,
his favorite logo.
No, that's not what I said. Straight up, because of that, they're not gonna do as well as have pictured. Here.
But you had them at 90
you
and
had them
30,
first.
so that's a little.
oh,
confusing.
they're still gonna be in first.
Oh, okay.
But they're just
The
not
logo
gonna go
won't
90
hold
and
them
30.
back.
The South is like just so much worse. It's like
It's a bunch of brand new teams.
yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah. I'm feeling good about this one. I think it's good. Minus how high that is. That's going to be like 85.
90 and 30.
85
That's a
and
little bit much.
35.
Also, the High Point Rockers, you had them really falling off a
Oh,
cliff.
yeah. They're bad.
They were up at their high point and they
yeah,
fell off
exactly.
of it.
I have the High Point Rockers in first.
Well,
Yeah.
they're bad. They're
Why'd
just,
you guys have them opposite?
they're garbage.
Well, basically,
That's
what
so
they did, they
confusing.
stole a bunch of MLB players from the Dodgers and had them go to their team.
Wait, did they actually?
Yeah, they got
Oh.
Cody Bellinger, Walker Bueller,
Fernando
Clayton Kershaw.
Tatis.
Yeah, he's definitely on the Dodgers.
Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
Totally
Nolan
awesome.
Arenado.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wander Franco.
Yeah. So
Moving on.
the Lancaster Barnstormers went and won their first series of the year against the Gastonia Honey Hunters, who I have being dominant this year, best record in the league, 81 and 39. Although Luke has the best record in the league, being the Barnstormers at
No.
110 and 10.
No, I don't.
So
That's
it's a
false.
little confusing.
It is
But
confusing.
for mine, the Gastonia Honey Hunters best record in the league, and they got off to a rough start, but that's because they're playing the Barnstormers, who are also very good. They'll kick it into gear. We're feeling good about the Barnstormers. We have to go to a couple Barnstormers games this
Oh,
year.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, the episode cut off because our camera died, but we were only about 4 minutes away from finishing. We were basically talking about how good the Barnstormers are and how we're going to go to a couple games, so you guys didn't miss very much. That was episode 103. Thank you if you made it this far.